Okay, we're back, and this is my pull day when I work my back and my biceps. So let's start out with just standard back rows. So if you haven't done this exercise before, I would recommend similar things to what I have in the past. In terms of, it's the same thing when you need to be explosive in terms of contracting your muscles, so bringing it up like this, and then you want to be slow on the way down, bringing that weight back to its starting point. Also, in my opinion, a huge thing with this exercise is really imagining that your back is being engaged. So really imagine moving your shoulder blades so they meet each other in the center of your back. That way you really engage your back, because it is possible in this exercise to imagine you're using your bicep more, which would make you use your bicep more. Ultimately, in every pull exercise, you're going to be using your bicep to some extent, but you don't want to be using it for back exercises, because not only is your bicep nowhere near as strong, but also you want to be engaging your back ultimately. So what you'll notice as well with this workout is I'm actually doing it for 4 sets. Now, I'm doing this for 4 sets because I believe this exercise in particular is probably the best exercise that you can do for a full overall bigger back. This exercise hits the back as well as the lats a little bit too. It's quite easy to do form-wise, and you don't need to set it up at all either. The only thing I would say, particularly with this exercise that I'm doing on your screen now, is if you at your gym, for example, have something similar to this, but instead you have something that kind of stays here. Usually there'll be like a padded kind of rectangle that goes here, and it goes in between your chest here. If you actually have that in your gym, it is going to be best if you use that instead of the one that I have here. Now, the only reason for that is because, as you can see in this exercise that I'm doing now, the only reason why my body isn't going forward is because my lower back is anchoring it. Now, this is fine. My lower back doesn't hurt at all, and the lower back doesn't usually hurt for other people. But the only difference is it makes getting a full stretch a little bit more difficult with this exercise in particular, because I don't have anything that's keeping me in place. So, for example, if you have something that has this rectangle in, for example, you can be like this, and then you can really extend your arms like that to get a really nice stretch in your back. So when you go like this, you see? Can you see that? And then you go back. Whereas, because I don't have that extra support, it's going to be a little bit harder. So if you have that, use the one with the support. As always, I'm making sure that I'm getting a full range of motion, and I'm making sure that I am putting my muscles in that stretched position in order to get optimal growth. The next exercise is easy bar bicep curls. Now, these I do for 3 sets, and I do them for as many reps as I can, going up to 15 reps. Now, it is a little bit of a smaller weight, actually, to be quite honest. I think it is due to be going up soon. I think at the next workout I should up this by at least 5 kilograms, I think. But regardless of that, this is the same form as I've always said. Fast up, and then when you're on the way down, you want it to be really slow. This form in particular is really important for biceps, because the amount of growth that you're going to see from just doing this is going to be nowhere near including that stretched position. And I know a lot of the time when people do a bicep exercise, for whatever reason, they sometimes don't go into the stretched position. Like they take it up from the stretched position and they almost start their set here and they go like this, which sounds silly, but it's something that I've done in the past actually. When I was younger, I used to do concentration curls, which was in the last pull day episode, and I used to not take it all the way down. Instead, I used to only do it halfway, which now obviously I know is not correct. One tip I would say for this actually is the seated element of this kind of machine. If it's adjustable, for me personally, I find I get the best stretched pretty much by far if I have the seat lower down. This way my arms, when they rest on the pad, they almost want to straighten out this way, even though there's like space below here. So it actually stretches the bicep a little bit more because there's pressure here that keeps the arm up. That's just what I do. That's just how I feel the stretch myself. Obviously, you can do your own thing. The next exercise is lat pull downs. Probably the most important exercise in this entire workout if we're talking about for aesthetics. The muscles worked in this is your lats, which is going to be that muscle which will give you the V taper. It also makes you look bigger and wider from the front, especially when you're wearing a tight-fitting t-shirt or something of the sort. It just kind of fills in your physique a bit. And I mean, if we're not talking about aesthetics as well, that's also really important. I mean, the lats in particular, used for pulling exercises, pulling yourself up places. It can even assist in pulling things down from places or putting things back up, let's say on a shelf or something. And again, not to repeat myself, but this is the same form. Quickly down, slowly up. What you'll find is when you're doing this, it doesn't feel very good. You kind of just want to just put it back like that. You'll kind of just want to do the entire set as fast as possible, which is fair enough. And I mean, doing the set as fast as you can is better than not doing the set at all. Doing the set slowly not only is better for your joints, but better for your muscles as well. I've discussed this so much, but it's something that's really important and you must do. If you're serious about this, you must do. Now, this is actually the final exercise in this workout, because sometimes, especially in this occasion where it was after work, sometimes it's best to have a little bit shorter, just so you know you're going to be able to do it next time, and just so you're more apologetic with yourself, and you allow yourself to kind of feel exactly how you're feeling and make decisions off of that instead of just feeling pressured in order to do the exact same workout every single time. But this one in particular, hammer curls, really good for your biceps as always, especially the long head of your biceps, which is the bit that kind of stretches out to the outside. But it is really good as well for your forearms. So on the top of your forearms here, this bit here, it's really good for work, and that can often be quite difficult to hit actually as well. And that muscle in particular is not a big muscle either. So it's good that you're able to hit that, especially when you're working the biceps as well. This exercise for me in particular, for whatever reason, I kind of get a uncomfortable, awkward feeling in my biceps. So I decided in this one to go down from 9 kilograms to 8 kilograms. This is something that over time in the gym I've just kind of learnt is a good thing to do, instead of just forcing yourself to do 9 kilograms or 10 kilograms even, just because it's what you did last time. Even though you're feeling pain, it's good to be mature about the situation and assess if it's really good for you to do that set. Now, the toilet in my gym is pretty bad, the lighting is pretty awful, and there is no changing room. So this is the only kind of progress video that we're going to get. But for me personally, my back has always kind of exploded more than the rest of my muscles, which is a pretty good thing considering the back is a huge muscle. But also, I do wish some of the things would grow just as much. But still, this is good progress. I think I went on the scales and it was 81 kilograms or something, which is pretty good for me. That is top level. I'm happy about that. So, thank you for watching this video, guys. Love you very much. Have a good day. Like and subscribe, please. The channel's been doing really well, and I'm enjoying making these videos very much. More shorts out as well. Bye. Pull day, baby. Let's do it.